Shalom, Kahala, Yahweh Shemi, Shabbat Hashem, Kakwadash, double honor to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, even the elders again before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that push the word of truth and in sincerity, hopefully, like Tabernacle of David. Happy Hanukkah. I'm the brother, elder, Yashawan, Shalom, salutations, and happy Hanukkah to you all. There's an event coming that's going to change everything. Okay, and they're very close to it. Anything can happen in this Venezuela Maduro situation. They blew up a transformer the other day out of San Francisco. That could have been an attack, right? They're downplaying it and covering it and expunging. But today is what? Today is what they call Christmas Eve. Big night, right? As far as what they call the holiday season, the wicked holiday season, whatever. Today is a big day in the holiday season. Tomorrow is a big day in the holiday season. Okay? You have to, okay, what's going to happen? What could happen? An attack. Attacks can happen tonight because attacks are being launched right now. This is attack season. So much more so than what was it last year? They had some aliens down at Florida Mall. What was it? Okay, what's going on now? Full-blown attacks. A lot of shit happened this year. We're at the end of this year. A bunch of shit. Remember them pagers? A lot of shit happened this year. Okay? At the end of the year, it's the holiday season. It's tea attack season. We're in the height of tea attack, the tea attack phase of Jacob's trouble. They're just, we're at that phase now. We have entered into the phase of tea attacks. What happened in San Francisco? We have to see that real quick. Okay, let's type that in. San Francisco. See, because now 3 days later they have to have an official story instead of we don't know what happened. No, did they blow up a substation or not? San Francisco blackout attack. What? Explosion. Substation. See, because if you don't tell them, they'll give you a video that don't say shit. And you got to track them down and make them say something. More than 130,000 PG&E customers without power in San Francisco. Fire at substation could be major factor. Huh. And this is ABC News. You know they ain't going to tell you. Yeah, fire could be major factor. Explosion at the substation could be a major factor. So, and now we don't see any independent news. All we see is legacy media, right? What does that mean? They're going to control the narrative of what happened. Meaning what? If they have to control the narrative of what happened, they're lying. It's the opposite of what they're going to tell us. Here it is. See, this is a non-legacy. Everything else, a power restored for most after power outage affects more than 120. Fine. This one says massive San Francisco blackout PG&E substation explodes in flame. It's actually 2 hours. I don't want to touch that. It says substation fire sparks widespread all day. But you have to understand, this could have been a terrorist attack. They're not going to come out and tell you that. Okay. It says San Francisco goes back to Stone Age, no power in U.S. Tech Hub. This is going to tell you a lot. Times of India. If you know how to read between the lines, this is going to tell you. So a Christmas attack.
Use flashlights and not candles. Unusual advisory issued.
Use flashlights and not candles.
Massive power outage hits U.S. city. 130,000 residents affected. Streets in darkness. Use flashlights and not candles.
Why would they say that? Use flashlights and not candles. Why would you do that? Gas. Gas lines. Natural gas. You got candles out. Natural gas. Line get cut or whatever.
Unusual advisory issued. San Francisco, the heart of the U.S. tech empire, descends into darkness.
The heart of the U.S. tech empire. When you're reading between the lines, you catch stuff like that. Why would they attack the heart of the what? The U.S. tech empire. That's why they would attack that. Why did the lights go off in the U.S. tech empire? Descends into darkness. Somebody attacked it.
San Francisco, the heart of the U.S. tech empire, descends into darkness. A huge electricity outage paralyzed the U.S. city, dimming the Christmas holiday festivities. 130,000 homes and businesses were plunged into darkness right in the middle of a holiday rush.
Why? An attack? We're in attack season. I just wanted to say that. All right, now we'll go into this. What's going on with ICE? ICE is stepping it up. They're going to start grabbing up you Judites. That's going to change everything. Okay? Check out Skeletor.
To cover today. This is in Chicago.
Is that Judah?
Now you hear the local residents yelling at immigration enforcement there. You see ICE moving through the scene here with his baton out. A lot of these agents are fully armed and ready to go. They're not, this guy, I don't know if he's wearing plates. You guys let me know. That doesn't exactly look, it might be a plate carrier, but he is ready for something bigger to happen. And that's what I'm starting to see. The U.S. National Guard, they have created their quick reaction forces. These quick reaction forces are just waiting. That one attack that we had against the National Guard.
What is this quick reaction force thing? Huh? What is this quick reaction force? Well, they created these things because they know what is about to start happening right now. We're in a whole different phase. People are about to start launching attacks, fighting back. Things are going to a different level. What's being said right now? Well, today is the 24th. It's what they call Christmas Eve, okay, during what they call the holidays. It's something, anything can happen right now. And you're supposed to be paying attention and watching and warning. So here's that warning. Let's start right here. Ezekiel 3:17. Sometimes you got to spell it out. We'll go back to Skeletor real quick. All right. Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. Here's the warning. Today is the 24th of December. It's Christmas Eve. It's the holiday season. Anything can happen today. Okay? Anything can happen tomorrow. And every day in between now and what they call New Year's, which is still the holiday season. Okay? December 31st is called New Year's Eve. That's a holiday. The next day is a holiday. Anything can happen on the 1st. They did a T-word attack on the 1st. That's when they had it scheduled going back whenever they planned it years ago or whatever. All right? The first day of blah, 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 blah. Times Square in New York City on the ball drop of the 31st of, okay, Christmas Day, da-da-da-da. Anything can happen between now and January 1st during this phase of what they call the holiday season. You are to be on your watch and focused on reacting in righteousness. And that's the warning. Right now, things are abnormal. Why? Because it's Christmas Eve. People got planned for things. You know how many sacrifices are going to be going on tonight? Saturnalia and all of that? Shit could spiral out of control. Anything could happen. Shit, you could get grabbed up and be put on an altar out of nowhere. We needed a quick sacrifice. We just went and grabbed a motherfucker. Right? What do you think Saturnalia is? Okay? All of this shit goes on during the holiday season. They just had the winter solstice on the 21st. Okay? All of these things, right? They're doing shit. They're sacrificing. They're praying to their gods and their idols. And all of that stuff is gaining traction and momentum as we get closer and closer to what these legions of demons know is their end. Right? Right now, they got that free reign to run. And that shit's coming to an end. Anyway, the climate of things is just different now. Where did Skeletor get to?
They have created their quick reaction forces. These quick reaction forces are just waiting. That one attack that we had against the National Guard, they saw that happen. They waited to see whether that was a one-off.
One-off what? What did he just call it? A one-off what? Starts with the letter A. We're in what season? You could put the word terror in front of that A word.
They saw that happen. They waited to see whether that are just waiting. That one attack that we had against
that one what?
That one attack that we had against the National Guard, they saw that happen. They waited to see whether that was a one-off.
Listen to the language being used.
It wasn't a one-off, which the next one isn't going to be. We're going to see that bigger
what? Attack?
Reaction soon. As soon as it becomes a coordinated event, as soon as we see that Australia event happen here in our country.
What was the Australia event? A T-A. Okay.
As soon as we see some of the things that are happening over in France happen here.
False flag attacks. We're in that season. You are to be watchful and watching out. You're going to be down at the festival. You're going to be down doing something you ain't supposed to be doing now because they said we're in a different time now. I was down at the farmer's market. Nothing wrong with being at the farmer's market, but just know that we're in the season of what? And then don't go. If you have to go, don't. Okay? Things are different now.
You're going to see those quick reaction forces set up by the U.S. government. Trump and Pete Hegseth, they're going to swoop in.
Why? Why they got troops and stuff at the ready? Because shit's fucking different now. They're launching attacks. We're at war. World War III is on, and people from different countries are here fighting that war on this soil. You better wake the hell up.
States, they will probably place them in every single state at hotspot areas. They did not create these without the understanding that large riots, protests, and unrest are coming. We
are in a different time now. Look how these fools are dressed now. All it's going to do is grow until you see robots. You don't understand what the hell is going on?
All right, let's get to the next video here.
And I just wish we lived in a country where the media gave 1/10 a damn as much about Americans.
Gideon. What was that place called? Gilead. This is one of them, what do they call them? What was, Fred was what was it? He had a rank. I forget what they called him. But he looks like one of them. He looked like of Fred in Handmaid's Tale, right?
Who were murdered and brutalized and savagely killed, beaten to death, as they did about whether illegal aliens that we all agree are illegal aliens should get 1,000,000 days in court and 1,000,000 trials and 1,000,000 this and 1,000,000 that. There's 15 million illegal aliens that violate the country. If every one of them got the trial that you're asking for, it would take us centuries to remove them. Centuries. We've been talking about this in 300-400 years. Their great-great-great-grandchildren would be the ones representing them in court. That's how long it would take.
If we gave them fair justice, we would never be able to run them out of here illegally like we're about to do right now.
Illegal aliens who come to our country have to be removed, and they have to be removed quickly, and that is an essential component.
Let's start with your raggedy ass. You're illegal as fuck. Look at you. It's essential that we get a fucking vermin like you the fuck up out of here.
I agree 100% with that. They must be removed, and they must be removed quick.
All right, Skeletor, you gotta go. Anyway, he explained thoroughly for us what season we're in, what's coming, and why. And if you don't understand that by now, look at this. What words are being used? Look at the language. In 13 months. No, now. Shit's going down now. Substations are being blown up now. And people are not paying attention. Okay? This is coming. And the reason I'm using this is so that we can get right down to the nitty-gritty of who the target is. And I'm going to end on this. Isaiah 29 and 21. This is going to keep coming out. Anti-Semitic. That make a man an offender for a word and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate. Who reproves in the gate? The prophets do. The prophets are the target of all of this. Everything you see going on, the prophets are the target of a snare. Okay? That snare. Right? A trap has been set for who? For the prophets. That's what all of this is about. Okay? All of this pomp and circumstance and bread and circus and distraction and look over here, but don't understand who and what the real target is are the prophets of the Lord on the street telling you all of these things are going to happen. Right? And this is saying exactly what I'm telling you right now. All right? They're coming up with laws and pushing forward with legislation so that when they say that, oh, this man is anti-Semitic, you have to put him to death. That's what they're doing right now. For who? Who is the trap for? It's for the men of the Lord. All of this is about that. What Tucker Carlson is doing, what Candace Owens is doing, they're all working together. Working together with Bibi Netanyahu, acting like they're mad at, oh, the right is feuding and we're having a civil war. No, what you're doing is you're causing a distraction from what this is right here. You're building up that word anti-Semitism. You, Kanye, Candace, Tucker, Nick Fuentes, you're all in on that thing together. What are you doing? You're doing this right here. You're laying a snare. For who? For the prophets. Shalom to the elect.